Are you nervous about the thought of returning to sex after you've had a baby? You are not alone. My name is Carrie Koziel. I'm a women's health physical therapist and a prenatal and postnatal Pilates specialist, but more importantly, I'm the mother of 3 children, so I had to return to intercourse after the birth of each of my children. And I feel like we really do you a disservice and don't give you the tips and tricks that you need. We don't equip you with the knowledge that might make this a little bit easier. So I wanted to share with you a couple of tips just right off the bat. First of all, when I'm examining a woman in the clinic, the most sensitive area is this lower vaginal wall right here. You might have to reinvent your position because when you are the partner on the bottom, whenever something enters the vaginal opening, it has a tendency to scrape down on this lower vaginal wall, which can increase discomfort. Also, you are not able to control the rate and depth of penetration when you're the partner on the bottom. So I recommend starting out as the partner on the top. And this will allow you to control how far you sink down. It also allows you to control the rate and the depth of the penetration. Next tip is use lubricant. Because of some hormonal and other reasons after the birth of a baby, you don't have as much juicy, wonderful estrogen, so you need to supplement with something. And I've done another video where I talk about the different types of lubricants, oil-based, silicone-based, and water-based. Pick one that works best for you. You're putting the lubricant on you, in you, and on anything that will enter you. Now, the third thing is you have to be connecting with your partner, not just in the bedroom, but every room of the house, which means you need to be making efforts to connect in the kitchen, in the bathroom, connect over coffee, connect over some alone time at night. The connection completely and totally matters. Next thing is be aware of your accelerators and your brakes. Accelerators are things that tell your brain to tell your genitals to turn on. And even though you are a sleep-deprived mama trapped under a baby, I promise you there are tiny little hot moments throughout your day that you're completely ignoring. And it's time to get back in tune with those things that wake you up and get the juices flowing. But then also being aware of what your brakes are. Brakes are telling your brain to tell your genitals to turn off. And so things like sounds from the baby monitor, a messy house, lots of other things can be a break for you. And if you can limit those breaks and flock towards those accelerators, that would make a huge difference. Lastly, schedule it. As a postpartum mom, you have to get it on the calendar. That gives the partner that maybe wants it a little bit more, takes the pressure off a little bit. And then it gives the partner that's a little more hesitant and needing some oomph, chance to plan for that actually happening. Maybe that means a shower, maybe that means a dab of perfume, a clean room, some dangly earrings, something to help get you into the mood. I like to remind women too of Rosemary Bassin's sexual response cycle that's like a circle, which says you don't always have to be in the mood at the start of an event. All you need to do is take the parking brake off, shift into neutral, and see where things take you. By no means am I suggesting you force yourself to be intimate when you're not wanting to, but really just to be a little more open-minded and see if maybe once you start going, if things don't kind of accelerate a little bit for you there. Last but not least, and most importantly, is that it could be uncomfortable the first couple of times you try intercourse, but beyond that, not only should it be pain-free, it should be enjoyable. And if you find that that's not the case for you, women's health physical therapists in your area are more than capable of helping you out with this. Again, my name is Carrie Koziel. I've developed 6-week classes that are a combination of education and exercise, and I've just taught you a few tips from the 3rd week of my postnatal Pilates class where we talk about returning to sex after baby. After all of these topics, I combine it with expertly designed exercises to help strengthen your body from the inside out. Log on to carriekoziel.com to learn more, and I hope to see you in a class soon.